Hello and welcome to Thursday's Zoom. We're going to be covering chapter 22 and I'm going to share my screen with you. Here we go. So chapter 22 is the endocrine and nervous system. These are your objectives. Review the endocrine system, understand the endocrine system, and demonstrate the ability to code the endocrine system. But there's also more. This also is going to cover the nervous system, and you're going to be able to, we're going to review the nervous system and all of these aspects also. Okay, so what does the endocrine system do? What are its functions? It sends messages to control and coordinate the body's environment, such as body temperature, metabolism, development, and reproduction. It maintains the homeostasis and regulates other organs, takes care of hormones, which are chemical that signals that travel through the blood, glands, organs that manufacture and secrete hormones, and major structures such as, hang on, let me move my little tabby thing up top. Hypothalamus, pituitary glands, and many other endocrine glands. So the endocrine system subsection. There are 9 glands in the endocrine system, but only 4 of them are covered in the endocrine subsection, which is thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, and your adrenal gland. What codes in the CPT manual pertain to the endocrine system? It's going to start at 60,000 and end with 60699. The endocrine subsection includes subheadings thyroid gland, the parathyroid, thymus, adrenal glands, and the carotid body. Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
The other endocrine glands are found elsewhere in the CPT manual. The pituitary and the pineal glands are located in the nervous system subsection. The pancreas is in the digestive system, and the ovaries, testes are in the reproductive female/male genital systems. So this chapter is going to be on thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, and adrenal when it comes to the endocrine system. Melinda's here. Okay, now we're going to move into the nervous systems, which this is your CPT code range, 61000 through 64999. It's divided anatomically, for example, the skull, meninges and brain, spine and spinal cord, extracranial nerves and peripheral nerves, anatomic nervous system. Both the central and the peripheral nervous system are dealt with in this subsection. So we're going to learn a little bit about the nervous system, and we're going to cover some medical terms. You guys, we're switching over our bell ringers to all medical terms, and so this will just help out with that also. So the function of the nervous system is sensing, interpreting, and acting. We're going to start out with these 3 root words. Neur or neuro is the nerve. Encephalo or encephal is the brain. Myel or myelo is the spinal cord. So neuro, nerve, encephalo, brain, myelo, spinal cord. The organization of the nervous system, the central nervous system is the brain and the spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system is the cranial and spinal nerves. The CNS contains most essential elements of the nervous system, and CNS stands for central nervous system. The brain is protected by the skull and the spinal cord by the vertebrae. The PNS includes the nerves that travel to the point of sensation and the nerves that carry the sensation back to the brain. These are termed the efferent or motor nerves and afferent, the sensory nerves. So once again, CNS is the central nervous system. The PNS is the peripheral nervous system. And this is what is included in each of those systems. So some medical terms to know for this chapter. So neuro is nerve. The suffix on, it is structure. Dendro is dendrite. I've never seen that medical term. I doubt you will, but look, I'm covering everything that was in my little medical terminology book. So encephalo is brain. Cerebro is the cerebrum. Cerebello is the cerebellum. Boy, that's a word, cerebellum. Cordo, myelo is all spinal cord. Cerebro is the cerebrum. Again, this is some of these are repetitive. Cortico is the cortex, and the lobo is the lobe. These are all root words. Now let's talk about suffixes. So Gilia is glue. That is a suffix. Astro is a root word, and it means star. So when you think of astronomy, the stars, micro means tiny. Okay, we have a suffix. Oligo is scanty. And then dendro is dendronite. So if you want to make notes on those, you can always go back to the video. So now we're going to code. Let's look at epidural injection of a steroid caudal. What is our CPT code? So what do you think we would look up first? What's going to be our main term? What did we actually do?
Injection.
We get an injection. So in our index, we're going to go to injection. I did not write page numbers down for these. Y'all know last week I wrote every page number down. This week I did not. So 8G and then H and then I. Again, we spend our life saying the alphabet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've gone too far. Did anybody find injection?
Yeah, I went to injection, but it said to go to epidural injection. So I went to epidural and it has injection there. It's on page 1094.
Okay, so epidural and then injection. And then it says blood or clot patch with disc decomposition. Neurolytic substance, transformial, and lysis. Y'all, I need a magnifying glass. I can't see. So we're doing a steroid, right?
Yeah.
So I have the answer. Okay, so epidural injection of a steroid. So a steroid or the epidural is considered anesthetic, right? So if
Yeah.
we look under epidural and then we look at anesthesia, what do you see there?
See epidural anesthesia.
So epidural anesthesia. Well, it doesn't have anesthesia. So what's that talking about?
Yeah, right underneath the epidural, it says epidural anesthesia. Then it says infusion or injection with imaging guidance, without imaging guidance.
See, mine, oh, underneath, yeah, epidural anesthesia. Okay, I see it. I was looking for epidural and then anesthesia under epidural, but it's actually the subheading, epidural anesthesia. So it doesn't say with imaging, so we're going to go with without imaging, which 62324 or 62326. Whew.
Hmm.
I'm gonna let y'all work on that. I have to run. Okay, so did we come up with an answer?
I think it's the 62322.
62322. Melinda, what do you think? It is 62322. That's right.
Yeah, both of the codes sound pretty much the same, but that caudal word is the one that made me choose
Yeah.
that one.
Right, but it really didn't give us that in our choices from the index, but what you did was correct. You kind of looked around because the one that they gave us in the index, they didn't match up perfectly. So that's a great job. So our next one is craniotomy for drainage of an intracranial abscess. Infratentorial. There we go. Hey, say that 5 times fast, right? Okay, so what did we do? We did a craniotomy, right?
Yeah.
That's on page 1074. Did you find it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then under that it says drainage, right?
Yeah.
So 61320 or 61321. Boy, these are not that hard, and there's not that many in the workbook, so I just pulled out a few.
So would it be the 61321?
Yep, perfect. All right, and this is going to be our last one. Insertion of a cerebrospinal fluid. I'm not even going to go there. That kind of shunt for hydrocephalus. So what did we actually do? What did we put in?
A
We
shunt.
put a shunt, right? So that's where we're going to start, shunt. Okay, so shunt. So we know cerebro means brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have creation, removal, or replacement. So we're not doing a removal, we're not doing a replacement, so it must be creation, right?
It also says right underneath, see cerebrospinal fluid shunt.
Do you want to go there? Let's look at what it says on cerebral. Let's see what that gives us, because it may be a better path. Although, you know, we could get there where we're at. Let's just look at that. Let's do a little digging. So, CER. Cerebrospinal fluid shunt.
It's on page 1063.
Yep, in that middle column.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it kind of gives us the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Creation, and then it gives us a bunch of codes. Janisha's here. She said her speaker isn't working, but she's here with us. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to shunts, and I'm going to go with the creation 6-1. I'm going to write it down because I will forget before I get there. So 62180 through 62223. All right, now I'm going to go to my tabular. So once we get to our tabular, let's make a decision. $62180 is my first code that I want to go to. 62180. So, well, cerebral spinal fluid shunt on page 470. It looks like it's going to be in this spot. So 62180 is a ventro. Blah, 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 blah. That doesn't match anything. 62190 creation of shunt. Subarachnoid subdural atrial. Okay, that doesn't seem to match up. 62192 saphnoid supradural peritoneal pleural other. Yeah, that doesn't. And then 62194 is a replacement. We know we're not doing a replacement. So 62200. So something about a third ventricle. And then 201 stereotactic. No. 62220 creation of a shunt, ventriculo arterial jugular. Oh, look at 62220. Ventriculo peritoneal. So what we're going to look at is the parent code, which the parent code is 62220. Okay, it says creation of a shunt, and you see, sorry, you see there's a semicolon there. So that's where you would stop. So actually 62223 would read creation of shunt, ventriculoperitoneal, plural, other terminus. So what do we think?
62223.
Yes, that's the answer. 62223. See how sometimes it's not going to be exact, right?